Good morning, friends. I'm on here early today. I'm coming to you live from the good old New York City, and today is day 6, and the topic for today is the power of choice. Hey, D, is the power of choice. Okay, come on, seasoned hair. That's what I'm talking about. Today is, hey, Yasmin. Today is the power of choice, and it's a very powerful topic today. I know we came off of yesterday with resilience, the idea of being resilient, the tenacity of what you have to bounce back with, the idea that you've come this far because you're strong enough to handle what's ahead of you. But today I want to go over the power of choice because we're in a new week. There's going to be a ton of new ideas, new people, new things coming your way. But the power of choice is simply that you get to choose what you commit to. And on day 1, I told you guys to commit. The rest of these, 24 days we have left, there's going to be a ton of things that try to grab your attention and try to redirect you, that try to say, no, this is a better idea. No, do this, do that. No, your choice you made on day 1 is what I want you to commit to going forward. There's going to be a lot of other things that, kind of make sense, that can amplify your choice, that can support your choice or your commitment, but you want to stick with what you started with. And I'll say this. I've been talking to a few people who are doing this challenge, and they're like changing their minds about things. One person had a name for, her business that she was going to use. And the next time, I spoke to her yesterday and she's like, oh, I was thinking about changing the name. And I had shared the name with a client of mine. And because the client was, struggling with a similar thing. And I was like, oh, a friend of mine is starting this podcast and this is the name of it. And, she was like, oh my gosh, I love that name. Like, that name is perfect. And I reached out to my friend and I was talking to her and I was like, hey, I was sharing the title of your podcast with a client of mine, and she absolutely loved it. Like, she fell in love with it. She was like, really? Because I was thinking about changing the name of it. Because, I'm not really sure how it'll go down. I don't want it to pigeonhole me in one area. And then, who knows what I can do later with it. I want to be able to be for everyone. And to that I said, no, you do not. Stick with the first choice that you have, that you made. Because I'll give you this analogy. This is something that the Lord hadn't put it on me. So remember, God speaks, or whether you know it or not, God speaks first. Why? Because He is the creator. He is the ultimate creator. No one can create outside of God. God is the original creator. We are His creation. We are a designer's original. There's one of you, one of one. No one else, not even twins, have the same fingerprint. God speaks first. What happens is the enemy, because he cannot create anything, he comes in second to come along and decide, oh, I'm going to throw her off and speak this word. I'm going to say this. I'm going to counterfeit what God already said first. Remember, even in the garden, God said, do not eat of any tree. Do not eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. When the serpent came, he came into counterfeit. Did he really say, what God said from the beginning? You know what He said. You heard what He said. So only the counterfeit, the enemy is going to come in. Hey, Giselle, the enemy is going to always come in second to try to confuse you, to try to deter you, to try to speak fear to you. There should be no second. God only reigns supreme. There is only one voice that you can listen to. There is only one voice that has the answer to your questions. There is only one voice that can direct you and keep you from falling. This is it. Only God can do that. So any other voice you hear after that is the enemy. And we don't give room to the enemy. We don't give ear to the enemy. We don't give him the opportunity to speak to us. So if God said in the beginning, which again, in the beginning, the first, the ultimate, the only words that were spoken, the first words that were spoken was God when He made creation. He spoke us into being. But actually, he put his hands on us, so we even more blessed. He spoke everything else, but he put his hands on us. So glory to God on this good morning. But what I'm saying is, he speaks first. In the beginning was light, and the light was with us. It's within us. God spoke first. Anything else is a counterfeit. Anything else is to make you question, did I really hear it? Does this make sense? Oh, that's probably dumb. Oh, that's nobody's going to like that. He gave you the order. He gave you the plan when he first spoke to you. And that's what you need to stick with. That plan. If he said, name it this and do this, and you were all bubbly and gassed up inside, and I was like, yeah, this idea is bomb. I'm about to go do it. And then you started doing it, and then all of a sudden, now you have other conversations in your head. Oh, well, is this really a good idea? Dang, but what am I going to do in 6 months? But in a year from now, am I really going to want... He didn't tell you anything about a year from now. He said, name it this now. And I'm sure he gave you another step to take in that. So in the power of choices, whose voice are you going to listen to? What are you choosing to listen to? What are you, again, going back to commitment? What are you choosing to commit to? Because that is what's going to empower you to move into the direction of what God has for you. That's what's going to empower you to take off. That's what's going to empower you to stay focused when the enemy comes in and starts talking. No, I already made this choice. I'm not going back to that job. I'm focused. I took this leave of absence from the job so I can focus on this, because I made a commitment to this business that the Lord has gifted me with, because he gifted me with these gifts and talents. I have to go out and pursue this. My choice is to pursue what God said. God said, go on and do this. God said, this is what I should be doing now. So I'm going to do everything in my power and let God put his super on my natural to make this take off. Because he's just waiting for you to be obedient. He's just waiting for your choice, because he gave us all free will. We all have the opportunity to say no, or to say later, or to say, I don't really think so. We have the choice to do that. But what in these 30 days, or the rest of what's left of November, these 24 days, we're using the power of our choice to choose what God told us in the beginning. In the beginning, what he gave to us, the knowledge that he empowered us with, the passion that he gave you. If he said that you need to start teaching now, you need to start teaching now. It doesn't matter what your schedule looks like. It doesn't matter what clients are going to say. It doesn't matter what, but how. Don't worry about the how. You have the who. The who is God. He's going to give you everything. He's going to lay everything out. He's just waiting for the one step. He already gave you one idea and you can't even keep up with that one. You already down 3 years from now, like, but what if I don't want to do? He gave you one step, but then you want him to give you the whole picture. You can't handle the one step. You're still going back and forth about the one choice that you already made, and then you let the enemy creep in, because why? You didn't shut down fear with your planning. Day 2 was fear. And fear is because you don't have a plan. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. God is going to give you strategy. God is a God of decency and order. So he's going to give you a strategy. He's going to give you a plan. And he's going to give you what you can manage. If you can't manage the first step, he's not going to give you the next 50. He's not going to overwhelm you. God, he's a gentleman. He's not going to overwhelm you. That's like you walking through a door and there's a guy walking with you, and he runs ahead and opens every single door. When you get to the door's going to keep slapping you in the face because he done ran ahead of you. You guys want God to run ahead of you and give you the whole thing so the doors can keep just slapping you in the face. He's opening one door. Step into the one door, but you're still outside vacillating between the choice. Should I do this? I don't really know if I should do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. The last 5 years I said I was going to do this, but I'm still here, and you haven't even walked through the door. You haven't even crossed the threshold, but you want the next 5 doors to open. To do what with? You didn't make this choice. You didn't use your power to choose this choice yet, to step into it. So let's today use the power of our choice to create the reality that we want. And all it takes is one step of obedience. All it takes is one step, one yes, one commitment, one no, I'm not listening to you, fear. I'm not listening. Get behind me, Satan. You cannot go before me. You can't even speak to me. because my Father said, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And he's going to supply, what does it say? He will supply all your needs. Seek first the kingdom of God, and he will supply all your needs. You seeked it first. You sought it first when you got the direction from him in the beginning. Now what you need to do is walk it out. Continue the steps. The steps of a righteous man are ordered. They're ordered. God is a God of order. He's not going to send you on and be like, just go out there, run around in circles and let's see what happens. He's not going to do that. He loves you too much to do that. And some of you really need to have, your prayer should be an encounter of God's love so that you can truly understand that he is for you. I just put a short up on YouTube and I said, do you guys really understand that you are a designer's original? Like, you have God's DNA inside of you. Like, you literally are a designer's original. He spoke everything into existence, but we are the one things that he put his hands on. He put his hands on us and breathed life into us. We are his DNA. If you really understood that, the love that took, if you really understood that, then you would know that you cannot fail. You can't fail. The only time that you will fail is when you allow the enemy to talk to you and convince you otherwise of what God already said to you. That's the only way that you can. Because then what happens is you're no longer listening to the Creator, the one who has love for you and the one who wants you to win, because for his name's sake, he wants you to win and be blessed. You've now made the enemy your God, because now you said that his voice is more powerful, so you're actually following someone who wants you to die. Someone who wants you to fail. Someone who doesn't want you to succeed. Someone who wants you to use your power of choice to choose wrong. Every time you give in to fear, that's what you're doing. You're making God a lowercase God, and you're making fear a capital fear. You're making fear bigger than who God said that you are and who he said that you are supposed to be on this earth and to this world. So let that sink in. If you really understood that you are God's creation, a designer's original, one of one, he put specific gifts and talents in you that no one else has. You see, there's not another Whitney. There's not another Patty. There's not another Aretha. None of their, you see how they have to have different people because no one can even sing like the other person. You can't. You can even try to mimic people, but you will never sound exactly like this person. And even if you did sound like them, again, you're copying someone else. So you're not original. You're a one of two. And that's not what he created you to be. He created you to be a one of one. Every time you let fear talk to you, you're giving your power of your choice away to the enemy. So when you don't have successful results, don't blame God, don't blame anyone but yourself, because you chose not to listen to the first voice that spoke to you. So I said on one of the other lives, what I've been doing to train myself is I'm going at the first voice because I know God speaks first. Satan is a counterfeit. He can't create anything original. He can't create anything new. He can't make anything new. He can only counterfeit something because he's not a creator. He's a created being. Like we are created, but we've been made by the Creator to be able to be an expression of him. So we can create because we have his DNA within us. So he gave you gifts and talents so you can use your power of choice, because we all have free will, to choose the alignment and what he wants for our life, because it's bomb. It's going to be amazing. Like, look what he created here. He created you. You're amazing. So, of course, the extension of that is going to be even more beauty. It's going to be even more amazing hair. It's going to be more amazing nails. It's going to be more amazing businesses and innovative ideas. But you have to use your choice wisely. You have to make sure the power of your choice stays in alignment with the focus of your life. But what he said to you is your portion. If he said that you are a successful entrepreneur, that's what you are. Every choice needs to align with that. Every choice needs to be a part of that. Every decision, whether, if you right now, your focus is, to be healthy for these 30 days, that is going to lend itself to you being successful. If you even study successful people, they're successful because their choices align with who they are in the world. Someone who's a billionaire, they're not waking up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They're not riding through every fast food drive-through. They're eating healthy meals. They're working out. They're meditating. They should be praying, but that's another story. But they understand the principle, though, of quieting and giving power to I don't know what they're giving power to, but they understand the idea of meditation, of quieting oneself to receive from above, which we know is God. But you want to make sure that if you're called to greatness, what are the people that are great? What are they doing? I'm not saying to copy and paste. I'm just saying these are the things that we need to be choosing. A lifestyle that blesses your life or where you want to go. If you're called to be a successful entrepreneur and run all these businesses, you think you could be eating, fast food every day, clogging your arteries, you can't barely breathe, you can't run, your life expectancy is going to be short because you're not even taking care of yourself the way that you should. Your choices are what is going to align to make your future what you want it to be. And we get to choose that every single day. So today is the power of choice. If you're focused on creating success for your business, for your life, that's what this challenge is about, creating the success for your life, making choices every single day that add up to that. Then use the power of choice today to choose things that are going to support you. Whether it's focusing on, some kind of a marketing plan for the rest of these 24 days. How are you getting in front of your customer? If it's you leaving your job so that you can focus on, doing the passion that you have that God put inside you, to focus on that. If it's focusing on making sure that your business is represented well, whatever it is, make sure that your choice every single day for the rest of this challenge, you're choosing things that align with your goal, with your focus. Okay? That is what I want to tell you today. Remember, God speaks first. The enemy is only going to counterfeit what you heard God say. So if he said you need to be out of that job by this day, or you need to be in your own location, not renting from anyone by this day, that's what he said. So now you need to put your weight on that and put your trust and faith in. He's going to make a way for that to happen so long as you're listening and being obedient to what needs to be done. So today, let's use the power of our choice to create the world we want around us. Because it's only going to be you. Up to this point, you've let your choices sometimes stack up to being positive, sometimes stack up to being negative. Let's commit. Again, day one was commitment. Let's commit to doing everything that we can for the rest of these 24 days of November, to let it be everything that needs to align to make sure day 30, we've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish in these 30 days. You committed to the choice. You said yes every day. When you wake up, it's no, I'm not gonna, go out and party today. I'm gonna work on my business. I'm gonna work on my business plan. I'm gonna figure out how to get some new customers. I'm gonna revise my service menu. I'm gonna create my service menu. I'm gonna go network with some nail techs. I'm gonna go find some hairstylists to connect with. I'm gonna go, maybe try to have a conversation with someone that's in a better place than I am so that I can, learn from them. I'm going to find a mentor. Whatever your action items need to be to make sure that your results are, going to be something you're proud of, that's what I want you to choose today. That's what I want you to focus on today. So remember, when fear wants to come in and creep in, that's a sign that, I'm onto something. Because again, fear is from the enemy. God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's scripture. So if fear comes in, it's not God, because he's not going to scare you. That's not what he does. So make sure that you go around, you refocus and come back to thinking, okay, what was the first thing that he said? What did he say to do? Let me go back, because that's going to silence fear. Because real love casts out all fear. So go back. What did he say first? Okay, he said work on the business plan. That's what you need to do. You don't need to be afraid. Remember, day 2 is fear. What did I say in day 2's video? Make a plan, because that's what's going to silence fear. So if you have not watched the other lives from the other 5 days, please visit my YouTube page, Candace Idahen. That's where all of them are living on my YouTube page. So go there. Again, Candace Idahen. Day 3 is available. It just is not so on the feed. Click on my live, or you can go to the playlist that says November Challenge. That's where all of the videos from this challenge are located. I think today was an awesome day, or is an awesome day. So please re-listen to this video. I'm going to post it on my YouTube page so that you can listen to it and be encouraged. If you want to get the emails for this challenge, please click the link in my Instagram bio, Candace Idahen. And you'll see it, subscribe to the newsletter for the challenge, or it says something like that. You will get daily encouragement so that you can finish November strong, because this is for what, friends? So that we can finish this year strong. Day by day, accomplishments every single day lead to the great accomplishments at the end. So the goal is to focus this month so that we can keep going December and finish this year strong. We're not leaving any crumbs, friends. We're leaving this year with a bag. We're leaving this year with results. We're leaving this year with more clients than we started with. We're leaving this year with a finished business plan. We're leaving this year with success in hand and joy and encouragement that we know we're about to take over 24. That's what we're leaving this year with. We're not leaving this year with discouragement. We're not leaving this year with shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're not leaving this year with, oh man, I should. We're not doing that. That's what we're doing this challenge for, to leave no crumbs behind in 2023. Understand? So this live will be available. This live will be available on my YouTube channel. Click the link in my bio on Instagram to get to my YouTube page. I'm telling you, this challenge has been fire. I've been getting some really great feedback from people, which I'm so blessed by. I'm happy that this has been helping you guys. It is not too late to join, to finish this year out strong, and to finish November out with receipts, okay? Because success has receipts, and we're creating them every single day. Remember, today is the power of choice. Join this challenge so that you can have November turn out in your favor, and so that the rest of this year turns out in your favor. Find me on all social media platforms, Candace Idahen. Follow, subscribe to my YouTube page. Join the email list so that you can get emails for this challenge every single day. The link is in my bio on my Instagram page. And I will talk to you guys soon. Remember, today is the power of choice. Choice, guys. Day 6. I'll see you guys soon.